My husband is mad at me because he walked in and he saw that I'm making breakfast, and I told him that this was for me and my daughter, and that if he wanted some, he needed to cook for himself. I told him I was not going out of my way to make breakfast for him. This is only for me and my daughter. Like, if you're that hungry, there's a McDonald's down the street, or there's eggs in the fridge and there's bacon, and you can make it yourself. He's acting like this not cooking for him thing is brand new. I gave him a list of things that I don't do the day that we got married, and he was okay with it. So what's the problem now? I told him if you don't want to cook, you could wait and see if there's any leftovers. If there's leftovers, go ahead and.
So who's going to get married after watching this video? Who is planning to get married after you watch such a video? Now, she claims she told him from the beginning that she's never going to cook for him, and she's only going to cook for the kids, which I don't believe, because some women make TikToks and shit on their husbands, but when in actuality that's not what happened. You guys remember how Cardi B made a song, she doesn't cook, she doesn't clean, and then when they were still together with Offset, and then he put her on Instagram a video, he was recording her, showing her that she actually cooks and cleans. So that's what I'm saying. She claims she told her husband that she would never cook for him from the beginning, but I don't believe her. No man would ever sign up for that, especially if he's paying the bills. Because if the roles were reversed and he said, I'm never going to pay the bills as well, I don't think she would like that kind of deal, right? Or if he said we're going to go 50-50. So she's talking about, I wish she could at least tell us if they decided they're doing 50-50. If they're doing 50-50 on bills, I could, kind of understand where she's coming from. I mean, she's working also, and they pay bills split 50-50, so she's probably busy or whatever, tired. But if you're already making a meal, why wouldn't you make for your husband? So I don't know which guy is going to watch this video and want to get married.
Eat. If there's no leftovers, then I'm sorry, you're gonna have to figure it out. But I am not gonna cook for you. It's not my job to cook for you. I'm sorry. And then on top of that, I'm doing scrambled eggs. He wants a fried egg. No, I'm sorry. That's too much work for me. I'm not gonna do it. Plus, he's so picky with his. I got married to be a wife, not a maid. If you got married to be a maid, then that's between you and your husband. When me and my husband got married, I clearly told him I will not cook for him. I will not clean for him. I will not do 50-50 on bills. I will never help him with bills. I've said this before. He is a grown man. He's more than capable of cooking his own breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't care if I'm in the middle of cooking like I was in that video. You want something to eat? You can make it yourself. Especially that you wanted me to make something different for you. Oh, but all these parents are like, no, my kid is going to eat what I make. But then it's an issue when my husband doesn't want to eat scrambled eggs. He wants a fried egg. No, he's going to eat what there is, if there's leftovers. I'm sorry, I didn't get married with the intentions to be anybody's slave, to be anybody's maid, okay? I am not their mother. I don't need to do things for them. They could do things for themselves, especially that he's a grown-ass adult. And my job is...
Guys, we are cooked. That is the truth. If you're out here looking for marriage, sounds like before you get married, you have to make sure you guys know your roles. Because for her, she's going to make sure you sign up to be a provider. I can guarantee you that. She claims she didn't get married to be a slave. She didn't get married to, cook for the husband. She didn't get married to be a maid. But I can guarantee you, she's gonna make sure you be a provider from the beginning. Because it's funny how when it comes to the bills, then they don't want to be equal. That's the only issue most men have. It's like when it comes to the bills, they want you to be a man. But when it comes to making you a sandwich, it's a big issue. And I think that's what most guys find unfair. And that's why guys are checking out of marriage, if we're going to be honest. That's one of the biggest things. And maybe sexless marriages, sexless relationships, but that and having to beg your wife to make you a sandwich. I think those two biggest sexless marriages are, and having to beg your wife to cook for you. I think that's the biggest. Obviously, divorce as well, but yeah, those three things are the ones that are holding men back from marriage. Divorce, which means you're probably going to be thrown out of your own house, having to beg, but also having to be expected to pay bills while she works and saves her own money. That's what most guys struggle with, and that's why guys are checking out of marriage. But according to women these days, marriage is slavery. It's being a maid. So if cooking for your husband is being a maid, what does it make your husband having to work 80 hours to pay all the bills? What does it make your husband having to be the protector of the household? What does it make your husband having to make sure everyone has food in the house? What does it make your husband having to make sure that he's going to have to work for the next 30, 40 years to provide for you guys? If just making a sandwich, if just cooking makes a wife a slave, what does that make the man? It's tough out here, man. So if men are deciding not to get married, I totally understand it, because it's not a fair deal.